Quarterback's a special position, and it takes a lot out of you, and it takes everything that you got to be great at it, but it also takes the little things. And I appreciate all the players that are playing today, like Tom Brady, like Donovan McNabb, that have taken this craft very seriously. It's fun to watch great players play quarterback.
Hall of Famer Steve Young, congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much, really.
When we return, jacked up. Tom, hey, what have you been waiting for here? You want to get some crunches? The fans are ready. What do you think they're all out here? They're not here to see us. They're out here to hear Thomas Jackson jacked up. We'll be back.
هل تشعر باليأس؟ في فبراير اطلب أحدث الأفلام على تي في ماكس لترفع من روحك المعنوية.
It's comedy.
رفه عن نفسك مع جاك نيكولسون وكيانو ريفز وديان كيتن في Something's Gotta Give.
You stay where you are. Yes, I have an intruder in my house.
تعال إلى الحفلة مع كيدي هومز لتحضير عشاء لن ينسى في Pieces of April.
Are you Wayne with the new stove?
انضم إلى صلاح عبد الله وسعاد نصر في منذور وعزيزة.
حتى عمري ما تعكست في حياتي زي ما تعكست وانا ماشيه.
ابتسم مرة ثانية مع بريتني ميرفي في Uptown Girls اللذيذ.
You're working for me. I quit! Swinging door.
واشعر بالتشويق مع تومي لي جونز وكيت بلانشيت في The Missing.
Can you track him?
You could track him.
اطرد الأحزان مع أحدث الأفلام في فبراير على تي في ماكس، صالة عرضك المنزلية.
From Jacksonville, it's a Super Bowl edition of Sunday NFL Countdown. How much will T.O. play? Michael gets the answer straight from the Eagles' mouth. Find out where another Super Bowl victory will rank Tom Brady amongst the game's greats. What does Donovan McNabb have to do to beat the Pats? Tommy, Steve, and Michael tell you what they think. Plus live reports from the stadium and the team hotels. We've got you covered on Super Bowl Sunday. So join us at 11 a.m. Eastern for NFL Countdown.
Well, Rodney Harrison certainly can do it. And I just think that it's fitting that in Jacksonville, Tom has a chance to do your Jacksonville version of Jacked Up.
It's a special Jacksonville Super Bowl edition of Jacked Up. Our year-end Jacked Up, our top 10 big hits of the season. We're going to begin with number 10. It's going to be the Bengals and the defending world champion Patriots. The other safety, a pretty hard hitter as well. TJ Houshmandzadeh gets hit by Eugene Wilson. You just watch the hit, watch his head snap back. Take another look at it. Understand TJ Houshmandzadeh got jacked up. Number 9, the Rams and the Seahawks. Torrey Holt knocked out by Terrell Vieira. Anytime you see the arms go limp like this, you know that you got stung. Torrey Holt going over to the coaching staff right there to tell him he got jacked up. Number 8, the Bills and the Jets. The punter, Brian Moorman, wiped out by Lamont Jordan. Watch it one more time. Brian Moorman got jacked up. Number 7, the Browns and the Giants. It's Quincy Morgan. Jibril Wilson with the hit. Take another couple of looks at it. One more. And Quincy Morgan got jacked up. And number 6, the Dolphins and the Rams, as Tony Boa, and he is gonna crush Bryce Fisher right there. Look at Bryce Fisher. Actually, you get 2 for 1. And Bryce Fisher got jacked up. We're only halfway home. That was 10 through 6. And now number 5, John Lynch. I call this the John Lynch zone. That's Dante Hall taking the hit. One more replay. Right there. Dante Hall got jacked up. Number 4. John Lynch again making a hit. Number 4, Ed Reed. This is what makes him one of the best players in this league. Wayne Bacon is cooked right there. One more look at it. And Wayne Bacon got jacked up. 3, the Redskins and the Steelers. Willie Parker, Sean Taylor making the hit right there. Oh, and look at Willie Parker. He got jacked up. Number 2, Jerry Porter. We always say never run back toward the line of scrimmage. Don't ever do it, because right there, Randall Godfrey waiting to meet you. One more replay. Take one more look. Jerry Porter got jacked up. Our number 1 hit of the year, Jeff Beagles. Jeremiah Trotter makes the hit. And watch Jeremiah. We're going to take a look at the whole play. Jeremiah Trotter starts downfield, looking for somebody to hit. Look at the punter. Oh! And Jeff Beagles got shot up.
Tough game you boys play.
You know, one of the things I want people to know, everybody who got hit, everybody you saw there, they were all right. They were all right.
I spent a career getting jacked up. I'm just not sure I feel good about this whole thing.
You know, you defensive players, you just love that.
It's fun.
Well, when we return, certainly Rodney Harrison, one of the guys that can do it. How will Rodney and the Patriots get ready for tomorrow?
You're always going to find one jerk out the bunch, just like Van der Jerk, Adam. I mean, what's his name? Mike Van der Jerk.
Jacked Up. Brought to you by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge.
Hey, Jacksonville put on a show this week. They raised the bridge, they raised the roof. A great fireworks show the other night here on the St. Johns River in northern Florida. We've talked lots about the Patriots and the Eagles, what sort of great seasons they've had, what might happen tomorrow in Super Bowl 39. And so did the teams as microphones multiplied like rabbits, as they always do at the Super Bowl. Put it this way, it was not a Simon and Garfunkel week, as in the sounds of silence.
You can officially start.
It all starts with the soup, and it ends with the soup.
I guess we're a boring team, man. I guess we're boring. As long as we can keep winning, we'll stay boring.
The company line is, I didn't see him in practice, and I don't know where he's at.
We got Freddie Mitchell. Fred X is coming.
It started off, just being funny, and it's still funny to me. I know their numbers, 22, 25, and 37, which is Harrison. I got something for you, Harrison, when I meet you, too.
Because you're always going to find one jerk out the bunch, just like Van der Jerk, Adam. I mean, what's his name? Mike Van der Jerk.
I was being facetious at the time, and he took it the wrong way. Hey, that's what happened.
Maybe he was drinking before he started talking because, like I said, you attack me, you attack my whole defense.
If you need bulletin board material to get you amped up about a football game, you shouldn't be playing.
You look like Freddie Mitchell a little bit.
What was that?
I feel like hitting you right now.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
We've been underdogs even on PlayStation games. I mean, we just can't win anything right now. The game ain't even been played yet.
When someone asks you to make a prediction, I mean, I'm playing for the Patriots. What am I gonna say,
Percentage-wise, where would you say you're at?
I'm 81%.
By game time?
I'll be 181%.
I feel like, God, can we friggin' play this game?
Donovan McNabb to this podium, please.
We spent a lot of time in the parking lot these last couple of days running routes and catching a little bit. We went out to dinner a couple of times, conversating, played some chess and dominoes, and that competitive nature's coming back. PlayStation and Xbox have really been big for us.
I can honestly say God had already cleared me, so it doesn't really matter what a doctor said. I got the best doctor of all, and that's God.
Hey, wait a minute.
Explain exactly what you're doing with this cup in front of you.
I have to, come on, man. I have to give a specimen.
That's funny.
They have an idea I might not have a wardrobe malfunction. And I can safely tell you I won't. Because we're going to play naked.
if you don't believe in miracles, just wait till Sunday.
I enjoyed spending time with you guys. You guys really have changed your clothes and showered up and smelling fresh. I appreciate that. You know, I hope you enjoyed the bagels and continental breakfast. But the exits to the right, when this is all over, I don't have to see you no more.
You know what I think I take from all that? Donovan, he's having the time of his life, as he should.
One thing that was very clear this week, as we heard sound, is that the Philadelphia Eagles, and I made a little fun of it leading up to the championship game, they are loose. They are loose.
The other day, Thursday's practice, Donovan McNabb came out. Andy Reid, pretty stern guy, pretty tough guy. Donovan reared back and slapped him right on the behind as hard as he could. And Andy Reid goes, whoop, like you like to do. And next thing you know, Jeff Lurie saw him, the owner, saw him do that. He walked up to Donovan McNabb, whoop, as hard as he could. And all of a sudden, Donovan's there. Then they went and hit it. Jeffrey Lurie's wife got into it. So it's just like, you know that they have had some relief from getting into the Super Bowl, and you can start to see the effects of that.
That was good.
Sounds like the Three Stooges out there. Why I order? They're having fun. Patriots will be ready. Well, less than 24 hours away, we got a final thought or two as we get set for countdown tomorrow for 3 hours, but we're counting it down. Eagles, Patriots, I think we're getting ready for a special ball game. These two teams that got her the old-fashioned way, they end it.
NFL Primetime, presented by Miller Lite. Grab yourself a great-tasting, low-carb Miller Lite.
There it is, the Vince Lombardi Trophy. The two teams will vie to put their name on it for Super Bowl 39. Vince Lombardi, we've already brought up the names of the Coach Belichick and what the Patriots have done, and records in the playoffs very similar to Coach Lombardi. Coach Belichick say he won 5 NFL championships, let's slow down. But winning 3 in 4 years, as the Patriots have a chance, we could be looking at history, fellas. Finally, what do you think is most important right now from here on out for the two teams, guys?
Well, I think that for the New England Patriots, they can become a dynasty tomorrow. That's what they can do. And I think for the Philadelphia Eagles, they have a chance to bring home something that they have not had since we started playing these Super Bowls.
And I would tell you this, Tom, there's absolutely nothing like that first Super Bowl. And I know the Philadelphia Eagles is laying around in their hotel room right now thinking about, we are on the brink of something special. Let's make sure we put all our cards on the table and leave everything we have on the field.
And we know that the Super Bowl is very special. And I think, just as I thought every year since I played the Super Bowl, I hope that both teams play their best football tomorrow. Yeah. Whoever wins, great. But play your best football on Super Bowl Sunday, and you'll feel just fine.
Well, the Patriots are the ultimate of keeping the attention to detail. The Eagles, and like you say, Steve, now that they can be loose, we have the makings of maybe the best effort we've ever seen from them. But speaking of great efforts, Mike, your time will come. But Steve, we've seen you eat this key lime pie all week long. And no, Steve,
give me that pie.
Small key lime pie, small token of our
I love Florida. I love Florida for the key lime pie.
He will eat it all.
The Hall of Fame class, Steve Young, Michael, finalist for Tom Jackson, Coach Ditkin Mort. I'm Chris Berman. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. for 3 hours of Sunday NFL Countdown as they get set to go right there. Have a good night, everybody.
Today, for the 39th time, two teams stand alone.
The Eagles are headed to the Super Bowl. The Patriots are going back to the Super Bowl for the 2nd year in a row.
The prize for victory, a silver statue. The title Super Bowl champion. And a moment etched in time.
This Super Bowl edition of NFL Primetime is presented by Miller Lite. Primetime is Miller time. And now, here's your host, Chris Berman.
The fireworks continue to shoot off here, and they know all and tell all at Alltel Stadium. Super Bowl 39 between the best the New England Patriots had to offer and the Philadelphia Eagles, a team up for the task. Hi, everybody. Chris Berman, Tom Jackson, Steve Young. Hey, first of all, blowout wasn't going to happen. Saw it right away.
Steve? Well, you know, more than anything, my feeling was New England came out uncharacteristically with a lot of errors, some penalties and so forth, and they gave Philadelphia a chance to take control, and they didn't. And I think that was what set the stage for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I thought the story was turnovers. You know, we sat there and watched the football game, and we were just shocked at the turnovers, especially by the Philadelphia Eagles.
If for some reason you missed all or part of Super Bowl 39, here we go. Could the Patriots make it 3 of 4 and be considered with the all-time great teams? Bill Belichick, could he win another playoff game in a row, make it 9 straight? And the Philadelphia Eagles, they've waited 24 years to get here. Donovan McNabb and Tom Brady wish each other good luck. And then, in the first quarter, the first question answered. Second play, Terrell Owens, 2nd and 10, he catches the ball for 7 yards, and Terrell did a great job.
You know, we watched Terrell Owens, and we thought he looked a little tentative in warm-up, but that wasn't the case once they started playing the game.
Boy, New England brought the kitchen sink on the very first series. That was a fumble, a Brewski with a hit, and the Patriots appear to recover. But Tom, what happened here? Well, there was a challenge, a good one by Coach Andy Reid.
You can see clearly McNabb's knee was down before the ball came out.
And so the calls reversed.
You wonder with the injuries to the Patriots secondary why T.O. didn't catch twice as many passes as he ended up catching today.
Well, that was a 9-yard pass to Owens, but the Eagles punt again. Then McNabb to Owens on 3rd and 7. This is a big play in a scoreless game late in the first quarter. 30 yards and a penalty tacked on as well, so they were down about the 10-yard line. How was T.O. open here?
Yeah, you see the great pick right there by Freddie Mitchell. He came out, knocked some people down. That cleared the way for Owens to make the catch, get down the sideline, 30-yard gain, run out by Harrison.
But then here comes the defense, and Mike Vrabel, those linebacking core that we talk about every week, Tom. We talked about them this morning. They are among the best in the business, maybe ever.
But you know what? The cardinal sin of the quarterback is to take the sack down there. You feel the blitz, you feel it coming on you, throw it away. And some very, very errant throws in the red zone in the first half by Donovan McNabb.
And this one tipped by Harrison, picked off by Asante Samuel. And so here's another turnover, but a flag on the play. Roman Pfeiffer, illegal contact, and L.J. Smith. So the Eagles are trying to make 2 turnovers, but they haven't made any yet. Oh, no, yes, they have. It's Rodney Harrison at the 3. So there you go. It's really like 3 of them.
It's as if he didn't know exactly where he wanted to throw the ball. He had no commitment, no sense of urgency to where that ball needed to be put.
And now here's a fumble on 3rd and 11 by L.J. Smith, and the Patriots get it as Rodney Harrison keeps Smith on his feet. Randall Gay knocking the ball loose, and so just Philadelphia couldn't hold on to the ball. They were lucky to get out of there at scoreless. Now, second quarter, Brady sacked by Derek Burgess, who had such a big game last week.
And that was the one time you saw somebody overpowered on that Patriot offensive line. For most of the day, they were perfect for their quarterback, Brady.
Now, we got to give this guy credit because Todd Pinkston has been under the heat all year. That a big catch on 3rd and 8, and then watch this play by McNabb to Pinkston stretching out with a great catch. And so here we are, scoreless early second quarter, but the Eagles on the move. 3rd and goal, the Eagles at the 6. McNabb to L.J. Smith. And for one of the very few times in the last year and a half, New England has scored on first. They don't have the lead. It's 7-0 Philly.
You know, Terrell Owens gets beat up right here, but throughout the game, he was open. I was afraid that they wouldn't get the ball to him. They ended up getting him sometimes, but those are the plays. 7-0 boom. I thought that the Eagles should have been 14-17 because the door was open, and I started to sense if they didn't get something going bigger than that, it wasn't going to be enough, and it ended up that way.
Well, here who got going. Corey Dillon first, a couple of screen passes in his own territory, then this reverse, and he picks up some big-time steam inside the 10, but then uncharacteristic, Tom Brady fumbles the football, and the Eagles recover on a play action, just a goof
Well, a lot can happen underneath the pile. It looked like Brady clearly was on top of the football, had control of it, but, you know, you get the guys driving in there, swarming on you. A lot of exchanges of the ball in that pile.
Well, and the Eagles got it, but then they had to punt. Of course, it's hard to say we have the ball when somebody in Philadelphia is standing in the middle of the field with the ball over his head. That's Brady to Deion Branch, a first down. Then Brady to Troy Brown, and
his banner now.
Yeah, he was there on a big play there. And first and goal for the Patriots, Brady. David Gibbons, how well was this orchestrated, Steve?
You know, they compare him to Joe Montana a lot, but that one was like, he's got that arm that's able to not even move his feet, and he can throw it almost sideways. His eyes are looking downfield as if he wasn't even thinking about that receiver. Is a great throw.
And you know, when they put it up on the board, only the second Super Bowl game tied at the half, that the game that the 49ers had against the Bengals, it was surprising. Here we go, third quarter. The Patriots and Belichick get the ball in the second half. Brady to Deion Branch. And so this is the drive that Deion Branch began to author his name into the record books, into the history books. Brady to Branch, the 38-yard line, and so many of these run third down. Here's 3rd and 10. And Branch to the 23-yard line, and then Branch stretching for the end zone. He's out at the 4. And then with all this happening, Mr. Super Bowl receiver, Mike Vrabel, who now has more Super Bowl touchdowns than some of the very best players in the history of the NFL. He had one last year, and he had one tonight.
And coming out of halftime, you had a sense that that score at 7-7 was a victory for the Patriots, and they would righten themselves, get their feet under them, and then you started to sense, uh-oh, this could be trouble.
And actually, they scored at the end of the first half, first drive of the second half.
So 14-7, McNabb tries to get it going at Terrell Owens, 8 yards. Then T.O. slips, catches the ball, Tom, and, you know, for a guy with his
you can see he wasn't 100%. Right? He slipped right there, but he did his job. He did what he could to help this team win. Maybe he could have caught more passes, but he certainly was the best receiver on the field for that football team.
Without T.O. today, I don't think the Eagles get that far. He was phenomenal, and I'm just, again, I repeat myself, I'm so surprised they didn't get the ball to him more.
There was a couple of plays to Westbrook. That's the pass to Bryant over the middle inside the 10, and he adjusts to make the catch way behind him. Good play, Westbrook. Now, McNabb dropping back. Can they get the equalizer? And it's that fella number 36 again. Westbrook, that one threaded the needle beautifully.
I have no idea how that got through. Tremendous, tremendous throw by Donovan. Donovan has a way of making the hardest throws easy, but some of the easiest throws hard.
And so T.O. says, hey, we're all right. Great job. We're tied at 14. Screen to Kevin Falk, and Kevin Falk played a big role in this game.
You know, the Patriots are one of the great screen teams in the game, and when they feel the pressure, they were feeling the blitz packages all day long, and this is a beautiful play. Fake reverse, but then you go to the guy that you're faking the reverse to. They go back to Deion Branch, a play that they've run a couple of times during the season, and it works every time they run it.
And then Dillon with a little convoy to the left for a first down, moving the changes he can do. Now the Patriots at the 36-yard line. Kevin Falk, the zip out of the backfield, I think at times caught the Eagles flat-footed.
And you know, I felt like the Eagles started to show some wear and tear. You could not have asked more from the Eagle defense than you saw today, but they did start to wear out at the end of the third quarter.
Same drive, here we are in the fourth, the screen to Kevin Falk. He dives for the end zone. He's out at the 2-yard line, but now New England clearly in business, and guess who? Corey Dillon. When he's in there for a touch, they think about where he was a year ago at this time. Now he's in the end zone in the Super Bowl. 21-14, New England. 12 minutes to go in 2nd and 13. Ball back, New England. Play fake. How about this play by Branch? And then sometimes his feet were going so fast.
It ended up being the play of the game, if you think about it, because it led to the field goal that would give them the 24-14 lead. This was the catch of the game and certainly locked him up despite what happened at the end of the game for MVP.
And then do you think Adam Vinatieri might make a 22-yard field goal in the Super Bowl?
Well, he's sitting next to me. It's a lock. It's a lock. I'd give him a 52-yard field goal. It's a lot.
You know what? It was about 6 inches outside of the middle of the uprights. Anyway, it's 24-14. McNabb picked off by Teddy Bruschi on just a bad throw.
Yeah, another big play by Teddy Bruschi in a Super Bowl, coming up with an interception. And I'm telling you, this guy is a great linebacker, not just a guy who fits into a scheme.
And T.O. and McNabb talking and say, hey, stay with it now. And now T.O., that's a great catch.
Yeah, and a great throw, but what I'm wondering about is if T.O. is that healthy and they beat up secondary of the Patriots, let's attack that secondary all day long, not the end of the fourth quarter. Great throw for for the touchdown.
It's to Greg Lewis, and now we get a 24-21 game. Admittedly, time is tight, but the Eagles never say die, get back in it when they have a chance. Onside kick, everybody knowing what was coming, and Christian Euphoria right there. That was not one of Akers' better efforts. And then McNabb, after a punt down at like the 3-yard line, picked off by Rodney Harrison. The game is over, and the New England Patriots have won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Bill Belichick gets how could he not be ready for that? Gets the dousing, gets the hug from some of his longtime players, and the Patriots, once again, are the proud holders of the Vince Lombardi Trophy, 24-21, as they win it, despite the fact that they trailed unusually. We said, how about a year ago, where was he? The Patriots, including some first-time Patriots like Corey Dillon going, wow.
Hit me yet. I might break down in tears once I get in the locker room. I'm so excited, I don't even know what to do with myself.
We're a great team.
Yep.
That's all I can say. That's all that matters right now. We won tonight. We're the best in the world. Anybody else got anything to say, then they got to take what we're doing from us. Right now, we're on top.
The new dynasty?
I saw one. Hey, we see that poster. I didn't say it, but
you said it.
I didn't say it, but here it is. I didn't say that, but here it is.
Like I told a lot of people, in this situation, had it been someone like Brett Favre, they would have called him a warrior. They used me and they said I was selfish. If I'm selfish because I wanted to help my team win.
He's not selfish. He
Not
did a
even
great
close. He
job.
was phenomenal.
Terrell Owens, I hope people understand what he did and to play like this. And so, most
That was a
receptions
hero's
to-
effort, no question about it.
Who would guess that Deion Branch, with his 11 and his MVP job tonight, that Deion Branch from
Louisville
would now be the 3rd leading receiver in Super Bowl history. By the way, if you're wondering what the Super Bowl trophy looks like, there it is. Adam Vinatieri is with us. It's your tradition now, and you're one of the Patriots that's been, the 6 of you guys that's been to 4 Super Bowls. 3 of them you won the last 4 years. You're still drinking that Kool-Aid.
I tell you, it's been amazing. You know, this never gets old. I tell you, we fought hard. We played good all season long, and we played a real tough Philadelphia team, and we just found a way to make a couple more plays, and we have this tonight.
Real quick, what was different this year maybe than all the other years, Adam?
Well, I don't know. You know, obviously we don't know how to win this thing by more than a couple of points, but
it's all right for you.
Yeah, right. But you know, it really doesn't matter as long as it was again another team effort. Our defense played amazing, put some pressure on Donovan, got some turnovers, and ultimately I think that was the difference in the outcome of the game.
Is this a good hold the way that angle the ball is right now for you to kick a field goal?
We'll deal with it today.
Congratulations to all the guys.
Appreciate it.
And it's a tradition. We talk about Custer on Tuesday at Media Day and get it in the Swamp, and then we win again. So there it is, the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
By the way, another game winner just with 10 minutes to go.
That's right. You didn't know that, did you?
We'll take them.
You didn't know that. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
The New England Patriots, look, this is a team that, you know what sums them up, and I know it won't even go down in the charts? A little play like downing the punt inside the 5 at the end of the game. I know they probably weren't going to drive anyway, but the little things add up to the big things. And they didn't try to kick the ball at the 2. It landed at the 8, so there's no way we rolled. You know what I'm saying?
But you know the defending champions, you're going to have to knock them out, just like boxing. You can't just get a TKO. You're going to have to knock them out. And I just felt like the Eagles had a chance to knock out the champs early and often and didn't get that opportunity. Got into halftime, they righted themselves, had another opportunity, and at the same time we talked just a minute ago that it was that sense of urgency, that sense of, oh my gosh, we've got to go down and win this game. We've got to move the ball. We've got to get huddled up. We've got to get to the line of scrimmage. Even that last drive, it seemed like that.
Yeah, you know, Steve talks about it a little bit earlier in the game, but we also noticed that late in the game with 5 minutes left in the football game, you know, you're huddling up every time and basically kind of going through the motions that you would in the first quarter of a football game, and we thought at that point, you're down 10, you know you need 2 scores, you've got to be going, boy, maybe we're at the line of scrimmage, you know, you're with me for the calls, and we're just going with no huddle. But, you know, that wasn't the case, and give the Patriots credit. They know how to win.
Well, we've got plenty more on the Patriots, plenty more on the Eagles, who, as we've all said, certainly had a chance to win this thing, but in the end they did not. As Terrell Owens played injured, so did Richard Seymour. You know, it's the Super Bowl, whatever you've got, give it. He did, and the Patriots won again. We'll be back.
Inside the Numbers, brought to you by Visa, proud sponsor of the NFL. Get ready for the game.
But right now, I just feel, you know, you can't feel any happier than I feel right now.
You and Bill and Romeo shared a very private moment together on the sideline in the remaining moments. Tell us what that was like.
Well, Bill just thanked us for, you know, all the good times and all the success we've had together. And you know, obviously he's our leader, and, you know, it was nice to be able to share that time together with Bill and Romeo, because 2 of the closest people that I'll ever be in my life.
Winning the Super Bowl is a great feeling, you know, and this was a great game, and our guys hung in there and they fought, and we were able to win it. You know, the fact that I'm leaving these guys, it's tough, you know, but they're a good group of guys, and they'll hang together and they'll do a good job, and I'm going to try to do a good job up at Cleveland, and so we'll move forward, and that's what we tell them all the time.
I'm extremely grateful to them. They're two of the best coaches I've ever been around, and it's been an honor for me to work with them.
Well, Romeo Crennel saying what we have thought, that he's moving on to Cleveland. Charlie Weiss, we know, is moving on to Notre Dame. Bill Belichick is moving on to maybe another Super Bowl next year. I mean, who knows?
Vince Lombardi / Bill Belichick trophy.
That is correct. Hey, adjustments at halftime of a game that didn't go the way a lot of folks thought at 7-7. What did New England make that Philly didn't do?
Well, I think all they had to do was right themselves. I mean, they had kind of slopped around. I thought Tom was uncharacteristically struggling with some throws and overthrows and so forth. The penalties, there were strange Patriot penalties you don't expect. Right. All they had to do was kind of get their feet under them, and you knew that they were going to be able to move the ball. Give the credit to the Philadelphia defense for making all the tackles early. I mean, nobody was running free. They were pushing in the backfield, and they just got a little bit tired.
And I thought that the stability factor was really important. They came out, they ran the football with Corey Dillon more in the second half, really established him a little bit. And I thought that Tom Brady, you know, you talk about going to Owens. Tom Brady found Deion Branch, and he went to him every time he could.
Well, and speaking to Terrell Owens, look, nobody would have thought that Owens would have a game like this, to be honest with you, statistically, and really the way he ran it. Tommy, we saw him before the game. You and I were watching him carefully.
Yeah, we watched him closely in warm-up, and we thought that he might have a little bit of trouble cutting. But, you know, once he got warmed up, you could see that he was able to make the cuts, especially in the short game. The one thing that I thought he couldn't do, he couldn't run that go route the way he usually does.
Well, I thought he was 90+%. I mean, he really looked like he was almost there. And I thought if he's thinking that people think he's selfish, he's listening to the 5% of people out there. 95% of people will tell you that was a heroic effort to come back on behalf of your team and help them almost win the Super Bowl. And if they would have given the ball more, I think they would have won the game.
So you don't think this, okay, with a 90% TO, in the end, Philly couldn't run the ball well enough to kind of balance it out. And we didn't see Donovan McNabb. Well, I thought they might with Donovan moving the ball, maybe not 68 yards as we discussed, but 50 yards.
Yeah, but you can't turn the ball over, Boom. That to me was the key. You can't turn the ball over.
Well, they did it.
Yeah, and they lost.
Well, but you know that they had a chance to win.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, we're happy to be here. But there's a young man. You know, you go, okay, he'd be about the 20th name you might come up with for the Patriots as who might be the hero. But Deion Branch, the diminutive wide receiver MVP, will be back.
Welcome back to NFL Primetime, presented by Miller Lite.
For the third time in 4 years, the Patriots are celebrating a Super Bowl win. And once again, Tom Brady, the winning quarterback, 9-0. Afterwards, he spoke about a week that was unusual.
This one
feel compared to the other two?
This one's a relief. It's been a long year, but everyone's so excited. It'll start sinking in the next few days. Once we get that third Super Bowl ring, that's when it's really going to sink in.
What did you think of Donovan McNabb's performance?
Thought he threw the ball very well. You know, our defense made it tough on him, but completed a bunch of balls. Terrell Owens had a great game. Our defense was just, they played great when they needed to. They had a few big turnovers, and offensively we made some key drives there in the second half.
How much is it bittersweet you're missing your mentor, Charlie Weiss, next year?
Oh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You know, hopefully, you know, we can kind of regroup. It's from a big loss, and we'll see how it all turns out, but we hate to see him go.
Congratulations, Tom.
Thanks, Sal. See you guys.
Well, Tom threw the balls, and Deion Branch caught 11 of them. He's the MVP of this Super Bowl, joining only Hall of Famer Lynn Swann, Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff, soon-to-be Hall of Famer Jerry Rice.
Pretty good omen.
That is a pretty good omen.
Yeah, with a few Super Bowl rings included.
We'll be back to wrap, maybe a visit with the MVP in a moment.
NFL Primetime, presented by Miller Lite. Grab yourself a great-tasting, low-carb Miller Lite.
Guys, my game ball goes to the same guy who won the MVP award the last couple of years. Tom Brady. I knew I was safe doing this. You know, 23 of 33, 236, couple of touches. You know, it took him a while to get started, but once he got started, you knew that he was going to, you know, come through in the second half for his team, and he did.
That's not fair, Tom. You could have done that in pregame. Hey, Deion Branch, can you kid me? When they got their feet right in the second half, he was the difference maker. He caught all the big balls in the second half and turned the game and the tide towards the Patriots. Congratulations, Deion, for the catch of the game right there. 11 receptions, tying a Super Bowl record, and we will not forget your name ever again.
And my game ball goes to the epitome of the Patriots. You play offense, you play defense. Linebacker Mike Vrabel, who, oh, by the way, now has 2 Super Bowl touchdowns. And I'm telling you, you know, they playing any more of these things, he may be one of the all-time leaders.
Not an easy catch at all either.
He beat Javon Curse.
Our congratulations to the Eagles, who got over that hump and who acquitted themselves and know that they had a chance to win it.
Yeah, but in the end, Boom, I'm going to end up explaining why the Eagles lost more than why the Patriots won. I think that's the story we'll go with this game with me.
Yeah, but we explain why the Patriots win all the time.
Because they've won 32 of 34, and this just in. They're good.
They're good. I knew you were going to say it.
Their chance. Congratulations to one of the great teams in the history of football.
Do the Do! Orbit ESPN's presentation of the Winter X Games are brought to you in association with Mountain Dew.
The city and area of Boston used to be the most frustrated fans around. Well, they got a baseball champion, and now they got a quarterback, a coach, a linebacker, and they got a football champion again for the 3rd time in 4 years. It is on, y'all. SportsCenter starts right now.
This is SportsCenter.
Tom Brady, comparisons to Joe Montana, but Brady trying to do what Joe Cool did at an even younger age. What kind of impact did T.O. have? Would his leg hold up? And why the Eagles could not end 44 years of frustration in the place they call the Philadelphia. Also ahead, on the doorstep of history, Barry Bonds gets surgery to repair his knee, while some think it may be his image that's in need of repair. It's on.
Welcome back to Jacksonville for our continuing coverage of Super Bowl 39. And Patriot fans showing up in full force. D-Y-N-A-S-T-Y has been the chant here in Jacksonville following Super Bowl 39.
Expect much respect. Sports Center, a full 90 minutes from Jacksonville. Stuart Scott and Dan Patrick, along with Michael Irvin and Sean Salisbury. It was either going to be the first world championship since 1960 or the third title in 4 years for a team that we may be calling a dynasty now.
Yeah, would it be dynasty for the Patriots? Would it be destiny for Terrell Owens and the Eagles? Made good on his promise. T.O. in the starting lineup. Alltel Stadium, the site of Super Bowl 39. That's the last place where the Patriots lost in the postseason. T.O. warming up beforehand, exactly 7 weeks following his injury. A couple of former presidents, George Bush and Bill Clinton. Bill Belichick went to the wrong sideline to start the game. Tom Brady, youngest quarterback to start 3 Super Bowls, 8-0 career postseason. Donovan McNabb, his first Super Bowl. First quarter action, T.O. making good on his promise to start and be an impact, which he was. Second play for the Eagles, McNabb goes to his go-to guy, and it's Owens for 7 yards. Had over 1,200 yards during the regular season. Michael, how did he look?
Well, he looked real good right here, Dan. You see on the replay, we thought they were going to ease him into the lineup. No easing T.O. in. Get him the ball right away.
Eagles, 7-yard line. And Brian Westbrook gets stuffed. What happened? He's telling him what happened. All right, Michael, second down. McNabb to Owens, 9 yards.
And it shows me 2 things right there, Dan. Now, the old T.O., maybe he puts his head down to get a few more yards. Maybe he's not as strong as he wants to be, or maybe he's a little winded.
Eagles' next possession, 3rd and 7. It's McNabb to Owens, this time for 30 yards. Unnecessary roughness on the Patriots' Roosevelt Colvin, and the Eagles are in business.
But let's talk about this play. It's a pick play. T.O. coming underneath. The underneath man, the top man is Freddie Mitchell, always pick for the underneath man. Frees T.O. up. Donovan McNabb does a great job with it's a high throw. T.O. pulls it down. He's off to the racing right there.
First and goal for the Eagles, Patriots 8-yard line, and McNabb is sacked by Mike Vrabel and Roosevelt Colvin, a loss of 16 yards.
Huge play for the New England Patriots, Dan.
So second and goal, and it's McNabb. The pass is tipped by Rodney Harrison and picked off by Asante Samuel, but there was a flag on the play because there was illegal contact by Roman Pfeiffer. Away from the play, the Eagles keep the ball, automatic first down. Next play for the Eagles. And McNabb just floated it up, and Rodney Harrison made him pay. Sean, what happened on the play?
Dan, this was a rookie move by Donovan McNabb, and we don't see this very much. But all Rodney Harrison did was check his eyes out. See Rodney Harrison in the middle. McNabb looks to the left-hand side, doesn't even stare down Harrison. Looks, and then throws a soft lob pass. That's like shooting fish in a barrel. That's way too easy. A veteran cannot make that throw in a Super Bowl game.
And a late pass also, Sean. He should have thrown that ball a little bit earlier and a little harder.
McNabb over to L.J. Smith. He fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Patriots. It was a 3rd and 11 at the Patriots 46, Michael. Watch Rodney Harrison on this, holding Smith until Gay gets there.
Now, you know what, though? Now, L.J. Smith has to know that there's nothing he can get out of that. Go down right there and don't fumble that football.
Second quarter, Eagles ball, 2nd and 5. McNabb getting his scramble on to Todd Pinkston, one of the most criticized wideouts in the league. Pinkston, 4 catches, 82 yards in the first half. Sean, Michael, how did that work?
This is exactly what we've always seen from McNabb. Play action, buy himself some time, keeps his head up the field. That's a veteran move, and then he throws it, Mike, to the highest point.
And Pinkston does a great job going up, and the ball is thrown inside. Let's give Pinkston some credit. He made a lot of plays on the inside of the numbers tonight.
3rd and goal. Have some young nephew McNabb to L.J. Smith touchdown. 7-zip Eagles. First time Patriots have trailed the entire postseason. Michael,
let me talk about this replay. I got it, Stu. Look at this here. L.J. Smith does a great job of keep working. He knows he has a scrambling quarterback. He'll buy me time. I just got to get over.
Pats possession, first down. Corey Dillon did some work. 25-yard gain here down to the 7. He averaged 109 yards rushing in the regular season. Best average in the NFL. 2 plays later, Brady loses the rock, fumbles, looks like he dives on it, but Eagles come away with it. Sean, this was bananas, man.
It was, and very uncharacteristic of a Tom Brady team in the red zone and in the Super Bowl. He got the ball, kept it out there too long, and Kevin Falk didn't get his inside elbow up high enough. Brady tries to get it, lays it on the ground. Normally, you lose games when you turn it over in the red zone.
But a quarterback in the bottom of a pile with a loose ball is like ice cream in an oven. You have no chance.
Watch
yourself. Somebody might get hurt.
All right,
Next
now.
pass possession, Charlie Weiss orchestrates another drive.
How good's Troy Brown?